in a pregame warm-up, announced he was good to go. The Bulls, their first home game since November 14th. Boys' night out there. That's Ripken, Dave Stewart, Mark McGuire. A lot of cash there, too. Some question about whether Jordan would play. Answer the bell. And had shots like this. Great push off that injured foot. The fadeaway, and it goes. Early Bulls lead. Late first quarter. John Paxson to Scotty Williams. Scotty Williams has really developed the offense now. The runner goes. The Bulls did trail by one after a quarter. Second quarter. Buck Williams with a nice pass to Cliff Robinson, who was starting for Kersey. Blazers had a two-point lead at the half. Robinson had 27. Early in the third, watch Michael Jordan sneak in there on the missed free throw. Mario Ellie says, my bad, oh, in a big way. Ellie is beaten bad on this one as Jordan with the follow-up slam. He's going to get you, Rick Adelman. Big-time headaches. Now time running down in the third quarter. Hey, look, it's Johnny Paxson, and he's playing Papa Shot. That's a three-pointer for Paxson. Bulls up by 6. Fourth quarter, Bulls in big-time control. Michael Jordan, count that. Jordan had the big night. Didn't look hurt at all. 111-99 the final. Jordan 38, in fact, led the Bulls in scoring now every game this season. Chicago is 8-0 when they hold opponents under 100 points. They're 2-4 when they don't do that. And now they're tied again with Milwaukee for first in the Central at 10-4. So Jordan putting his well-rested bad foot down on Portland.
I was very fortunate to have 6 days off. Hurting the foot in New York, I was very tentative mentally because it was my injured foot since '85, and I didn't want to take any risk. So I was very cautious with it, and I guess the reason that I really missed Boston, it was mentally I was not prepared. I had to get myself confident that the injury is improving, and I was ready to come back. You know, the first half I felt pretty good, and I felt really good, and my shot was falling very well, and I turned it on a little bit the second half. I really felt good.
Well, those of you who have been with this show from its onset, what, 5 years ago, know that I am on the short list of people who have never been invited to be on the Arsenio Hall program. I know, but joining those on the long list to have this week is Orlando rookie sensation Shaquille O'Neal. The Shaq can do it all. He can score, he can board, he can block, he can run, and we have learned he can rap. O'Neal was given the chance to chin with Foo Schnickens, and he made the best of it.
Can we rock? Yeah. Can we rock? Yeah. Can we rock? Yeah. Can we rock? Yeah. No, I'm the hooper. Piper. When I'm out there hooping, yo, you better decipher. In other words, you better make a funky decision. Cause I'm gonna be a jackknife and cut you in position. Forget Tony damn out the ball. When it comes to money, I'm like dig the floor. That was the first big meat word this morning. Not a Christian later, not a Lonzo morning. That's okay, not be a braggadocio. Super califragilistic Shaq is halitosis. Means I gotta go, I ain't no joke. Now slam it, jam it, and make sure it's broke. Yes, man. Yeah.
Foo Schnickens.
You never been on Arsenio?
You can get that Hunan style, by the way, Foo Schnickens.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Even Ed Asner's been on Arsenio.
Hey, I'm weak. What can I
have not? Just keep asking. Coming up on the show, why Orlando is more than just the man in the middle. That Funkmeister.
Hey.
Much more, in fact. This magic production has a supporting cast, and it steps up to take a bow. We'll hear from Shaq's cronies in Orlando, pals who pile up the points.
Some guys will do anything to get to the NBA All-Star Game. All you do is enter the Baby Ruth sweepstakes. Look for specially marked packages, and you could win an NBA All-Star drip or other prizes. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Since the 50s, I love to make patty melts, except I made them special.
Hey, Dave, make me one of those swell patty melts, but make it square, man. Okie dokie.
I made them with a quarter pound of fresh beef, sauteed onions, 2 slices of Swiss with my own sauce. They're neato.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Lorraine. Introducing the Wendy Melt. It's a 50s thing.
Man, if I had a pair of peg pants and a flat top, it'd be 1954 all over again.
Edge, the official shave gel of the NBA, presents the Edge Superior Performance. Why settle for average protection against razor irritation when Edge gives you the best? Edge Gel. Ultimate closeness. Ultimate comfort. That's the Edge.
This week's Edge Superior Performance comes courtesy of the Warriors' Chris Mullin, who scorches the sun. The flip off the glass by Mullin.
If you're thinking of giving any electronics as holiday gifts, don't miss the home electronics sale at Fred Meyer. This Packard Bell computer with software is just $1,099. Buy the monitor for $269. This phone-lid answering machine with one-touch controls has call screening and beeperless remote, now $39.97. Or buy the family this 25-inch Magnavox color TV with on-screen display and remote for only $299. Don't miss this sale at Fred Meyer for the best prices on home electronics gifts.
I love this time of year because it makes you slow down and really think about things. And when you do that, you realize what's important. Spending time together as a family, having that time with Diane and the boys, really puts it all in perspective. I've been very lucky. We're together, we're a family, and celebrating. That's what the holidays are all about. And that's a feeling I wish for everyone this season. From our family to yours,
Happy holidays!
Welcome back. Just last season, the pinstripes on the Orlando uniforms seemed to symbolize prison bars with losers locked inside, doing hard time on the hardwood. And then suddenly, he walked through the door, and Magic players were given a reprieve. Certainly, Shaquille O'Neal has met early season success in first place in the Atlantic, but Shaq isn't doing it alone. Our Michael Kalman caught up with the rest of the crew making magic.
The Orlando Magic and winning have never been synonymous. In fact, this is the first time this team has had a winning record this late in the season. And while the success can be traced to the arrival of the Shaq attack, there's more to the Magic than just Shaquille O'Neal. And no one knows that better than Shaq himself.
I wasn't really surprised at all because when you look at this team on paper, it's a pretty good team. Scott Skiles, real good floor leader. Nick Anderson, real good scorer. Dennis Scott, real good scorer. Jeff Turner, if you leave him open, he'll burn you.
But as the Magic Tour makes its way around the NBA, it is O'Neal who's getting virtually all the attention, not just in front of the cameras.
It's the same way on the court. You know, he gets double teamed. I got to nail down that jumper when he kicks it out, take it to the basket, make something happen.
For Anderson, it's paying off in point production. His numbers are up this season as he ranks in the top 10 in scoring. Scott Skiles is among league leaders in assists, as is Dennis Scott in three-point production, and Jeff Turner in field goal percentage. And well, as a team, the Magic is on the move offensively. Defensively, they still need improvement.
We're working at it. It's our goal to improve in that area. When we do get better defensively, we'll even be better offensively, but we're a long way away.
The big byproduct of the Magic's early season success can't be measured statistically, but it's as vital as anything. In a word, it's confidence.
The first thing you have to do to even consider yourself as winning a championship or winning an Eastern Crown, you got to believe in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself now, there's no way you're going to be able to believe in yourself when you get to the 50th and 60th game.
Gukas constantly reminds his ball club to keep things in perspective. After all, this is just the beginning of a long season, a campaign in which teams will adapt to the likes of Shaquille O'Neal.
Once we go around the league one time and we start playing teams second and third times, they're going to play them differently. And I think in that stretch, maybe from 20 to 50 games in our schedule, we're going to find out what kind of team we are.
While the Magic's future might seem bright this season, it'll only get brighter. You see, Orlando has 4 first-round draft picks in the next 2 years. For the first time in franchise history, they may not qualify for a lottery pick. In Los Angeles, I'm Michael Kalman, CNN Sports.
You'll recall last season, Nick Anderson had an eye injury, Dennis Scott, leg injury, both healthy now. And the Magic building from the outside in. All of the pieces are there, and the month of November may be a sign of things to come for the Magic. Fred?
Well, 4 nights ago, the Atlanta Hawks handled the Pacers at the Omni. I've seen a lot of well-played halves of basketball. The first half was not one of them. But Neek rallied with 31 in the game, and the Hawks got the W. Tonight, the rematch at Market Square Arena, and Coach Bob Weiss of the Hawks was looking for another one, this time on the road. The Hawks looked good early on. Mookie Blaylock, nice feed to Stacey Augmon, who's got hop. Gets a slam right there. He had 27 points in the game. Bob Hill does not like it one iota. Second quarter, off the Reggie Miller miss. Snoop Graham grabs the board. Tosses to Moreland Wiley. Back behind the back to Graham for the layup. Nice teamwork by the Hawks, who were up 9. Still in the second. Well, actually, it was all Hawks in the first half. On the break again, John Koncak over to Dominique, who feeds Kevin Willis, the big two-hander. And then in the second half, all, of course, Pacers. There's Reggie. Long range. Bang. Off the rim. But, hey, nice foul. Gets the lefty to go. Late in the third, Reggie Miller. Again, the great baseline drive here. You know, he had that 57-point game last week. A couple of slow ones this week, but he really responded tonight. He comes back, and the Pacers rise from the dead in the second half to win it by a final count of 122-106 at the Market Square Arena. Augman with 27, Miller with 26. Vince.
And one time the Pistons and Sixers were tough guys, intimidators, ruffians. But lately these two teams have had the boots put to them. Detroit and Philly dead last in their respective divisions, and being the home team, no boost for the Sixers. Just 1-6 at the Spectrum coming in. No home cooking tonight. Ron Rothstein rubbing those hands together. We're going to get going tonight, guys. First quarter, Isaiah Thomas drive, and Isaiah with the scoop. Had a nice night with 23 points. Pistons with the early 7-point lead. Second quarter, Sixers get sloppy. Olden Polynice steal. Olden Polynice with a basket. And Doug Moe's not a happy guy. Still the second quarter, Andrew Lang. Strong move to the hoop. This game is tied at 36. On to the third quarter now. And Danny Young spots Terry Mills with a bullet pass. Mills hits the lay-in. The Pistons have a 10-point lead. Still in the third quarter. Sixers get out on the run. Johnny Dawkins with a nice pass to Lang with a bang. Pistons 79-73. Now late in the fourth, clock winding down. Jeff Hornacek needs this three to tie at 99. Oh, no. Not there. And that was pretty much it for the Sixers tonight. A home loser again, 101-99. Dennis Rodman, 23 rebounds in this game. Back strong with a vengeance after the suspension. Dumars, Isaiah, like old times, they combined for 48 points. Philadelphia 1-7 at home, Fred.
Well, classic case, I think, Vince, of two teams trying to work into new systems, but the Pistons especially. Jack McCloskey gone to Minnesota, the general manager, the guy who put all the pieces in place. Chuck Daly, of course, has gone to Jersey, so they have a new coaching style to get used to, and it's different for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and McCloskey was happy to get a win over the Pistons with Minnesota just last week. And the other thing, Chuck Daly's a tough act to follow. Ron Rothstein, very different coaching style. It's more confrontational. It's more challenging to these guys, and really hasn't taken hold with the Piston players, I fear, at this point.
Well, those guys are a little bit set in their ways.
Yes, they are.
All those
That
years.
can happen.
Anyway, we're going to come back in just a moment with highlights from Denver and all the wild and woolly stuff which may have snuck past you during the week gone by. We shall do all of that after you give us a break.
Jordan. They made up the greatest Olympic basketball team ever assembled. Now, Turner Publishing captures their moments of triumph in America's Dream Team, the quest for Olympic gold.
America's Dream Team has captured all the memories with exclusive photos and unique insights from my personal journey.
A truly one-of-a-kind book, America's Dream Team, the quest for Olympic gold. Call 1-800-444-2221.
How much? Pulsar?
Pulsar?
I think he wants your watch.
Some things in life are worth far more than they cost.
No thank you.
Pulsar, there's no time like it.
I was already late for my meeting when my flight landed. Lucky for me, someone left a courtesy car. I had to get the dollar rent-a-car fast. I knew they were right on the airport with low rates.
Welcome to Dollar.
Hello, I have a car rental reservation.
No problem. I'll just punch it up on the computer. Dollar Rent-A-Car is right on the airport, right on the money, with over 1,000 locations around the world. Call your travel consultant or Dollar at 1-800-800-4000.
Who saw the new Disney movie Aladdin? Who went to Burger King to get the free Aladdin Magic Cup?
This place. Burger King celebrates the magic of Disney's Aladdin, only in movie theaters. And now when you visit Burger King, you can get an Aladdin Magic Cup free.
I gotta come back so I can collect all four.
When it gets cold, it changes color, and it's free when you order this, one of these, and a 32-ounce soft drink.
Show away right away.
I love this place.
Just how big is the Ace Hardware really big sale? Really big. For a closer look at this great stuff, hurry
Hurry into the Ace Hardware Really Big Sale today.
Some guys will do anything to get to the NBA All-Star Game. All you do is enter the Baby Ruth sweepstakes. Look for specially marked packages, and you can win an NBA All-Star drip or other prizes. Hurry, offer ends soon.
And welcome back to the show and the Warriors' rendition of South Pacific. Far South, like in last in the Pacific. The Warriors looking up at everyone else in their division, taking the show to Denver against a Nuggets team that's recovered from a 1-5 start. Play some pretty good basketball. Give you some partial highlights of this one. McNichols Arena first quarter. Reggie Williams of Denver. It's the three-pointer. And Denver opens up the early 8-point lead. A little bit later, Timmy Hardaway with the basketball. That pass is stolen away by LaFonso Ellis. Back the other way, Robert Pack. Back to Ellis for the lay-in. And Don Nelson, I guess that's perplexed. It's hard to tell with Nelly. Not to worry. Chris Mullen, nice steal under the hoop. Flips it down court to Tim Hardaway, who waits for Tyrone Hill. The slam, the Warriors eventually came back and tied up the game. They led after one after a quarter. Second quarter, Billy Owens loses the ball. Williams out ahead to Chris Jackson. Jackson playing with confidence this year, injury-free. He's really maturing into a fine young player. 43 all at that point. We have a third quarter score for you. 81-76. I told you so. Denver third in the Midwest, 5-2 at McNichols. So the Lakers and Suns both gunning for their third win in 4 games, and at the half, Phoenix in control 54-48. And Charlotte 1-1 on a 4-game road trip. Game 3 is at Sacramento very early, Fred.
Well, now it's time for that little corner of the sky for which 100% Weird was truly named. The oddball and the off the wall from the week gone by, otherwise known as In Case You Missed It. Well, the league took on kind of a playground air this week. There was Orlando's Scotty Skiles, the old bounce it off the other guy's bum trick. Works every time. And how about Cedric Ceballos of the Suns, taking it right at Alonzo Mourning and then telling him all about it. Stay down, Rook. You have nothing for me today. But Alonzo says, wait until tomorrow, kiddo. The playground tip by Sean Kemp gets just the end of the left fingernail on that one. But watch what happens Thursday. Going high, catches his head on the equipment, but walks away clean. And this public service reminder, NBA basketball is a non-contact sport. Not. Best layup of the week, Charlie Barkley, way far gone beyond the basket, but gets the left-hander to drop. Worst layup of the week, Robert Pack, who gets nothing. And what about Shaq? Well, you heard it here first. The NBA's most valuable player this season, the first rookie ever to pull it off. And this thrown shoe, denoting the first rooks to throw a shoe this season. The No Respect Award of the week goes to Seattle newcomer Vincent Askew. He goes hard to the basket, harder to the floor, and they didn't even put a name on his jersey. Sportsman of the Week honors go to Terry Davis, who saves Anthony Peeler from sure peril along Photographer's Row. And doesn't the Chief wish he had somebody like that around when he goes zooming wallet first into the lens? Okay, Ron, who's in the house tonight? Well, Dick, let's see. I saw Spike Lee and Danny Wolio doing the right thing, or is it the night thing? I saw that comedian, Billy Joel, and there's Tony Bennett, a fine three-point shooter, and, oh yes, Rocky. What a great boxer he was in the movies. Anyway, we could have used some presidential influence on the officials' call. Rod Strickland sitting in the paint, fallen, can't get up, and called for 3 seconds. Reggie Miller, meanwhile, calling for bloody murder on the dunk bid. I know, Maddie, something's rotten in Denmark. But finally, though, people who are happy. Dennis Rodman, happy to be back on the hard court instead of in the legal court. Larry Bird, happy to be back watching basketball instead of watching his bad back. Jerry Tarkanian, happy the wash and fold finally got back in. And Pat Riley, well, never mind. Also, Chris Morris, happy the camera was rolling as he hit the big shot of the week against the Atlanta Hawks.
From midcourt. Whoa, you gotta love it.
Well, that's it, friends, and you can stop rubbing it now, Gary, because the hair ain't coming back. Okay?
Just want to know, was that Nixon or Reagan you were doing there?
Hey, man, I took
They were
a
so
shot,
good, they
okay?
seemed to mesh together.
I saw the masks. I took a shot. What can I tell you?
We can't fault you for that.
No.
Well, maybe a little.
But I'll tell you what, we have had, I think, so far this season, some of the most spectacular shots that we've had in years.
We really have.
I mean, Charlie Barkley is living large out in Phoenix. This is going to be a great year for action.
He is a show every night.
Every night.
Bring him to you in case you missed it. And you know what? There's more NBA basketball coming your way.
No.
We'll show you where to find good family entertainment at a reasonable price. The
Where?
TNT schedule shapes up this way. Tuesday night, December 8th, the Celtics drop in on Shaq without rap requests. And then Friday, the 11th of December, the Cleveland Cavaliers meet longtime Central rival Detroit in Auburn Hills.
Was that Elmer? Anyway, and of course, coming up at 11 o'clock Eastern Time on CNN in about 4 minutes and 45 seconds, it'll be Nick Charles and Bob Lorenz with Sports Tonight. Kirby Puckett stays home, and the first SEC football championship game ever coming up tomorrow. Those among the items those gentlemen will be dealing with.
And you'll see us again, 11:30 Pacific Time on Sports Late Night. You can't shake me.
Hey, that's okay. We're match set.
Absolutely. We're all out of time. I'm Vince Cellini.
And I'm Fred Hickman, hoping for God to bless and for all your jumpers to hit nothing but the bottom of the net. So long.
Weird. Weird. Don't be embarrassed about opening your mouth and letting rip with all you've got.
Oh! What's weird? I can't do that weird.
Good evening, Doctor.
The question would be, what isn't weird?
Weird.
Weird is that word that you use for stuff that you can't explain.
You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable.
Can't a guy get any peace around here?
You're never weird. Everyone else is weird.
The blood's rushing to my head.
Well, let me find you an exact definition.
Weird is my life. Weird is my life.
Let me go, and there will be no punishment.
Something like
Keep that monkey away from me.
out in left field.
There's cool weird and there's bad weird. We don't like bad weird. We love cool weird.
It's totally good.
Weird.
Rock and roll is for morons.
W-E-I-E-R-D.
W-E-I-R-D? All you will earn are idiots.
The world definitely needs weird. Without weird, the world would be a very dull and mundane place to be.
My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer.
Get ready.